Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're gonna do a little bit of Offroad Outlaws. We're gonna do a video on this XJ new Jeep and the 4.0.0 new update, and then we're gonna check out the new sound on the Tesla Cybertruck. I heard from Extra Froggy the thing sounds like a weed whacker, so yeah, let's go test out the sound on top of the Cybertruck first. Now, I did do a little bit more modification to the Cybertruck. Since it is one of the most powerful trucks inside the game, I did turn it into a dually. Okay, so like, don't get mad about that. But it is a dually, so here is the new XJ from the update. It's not the worst and it's not the best, but it does its job of the new update. Now there's the Cybertruck. Of course, I put some dualies on there, and here she or he is right here with the independent suspension in the front, solid in the back. Well, not really solid, trophy type. And you guys can see the shocks right there. Little bit modified, well, fully modified motor. Let's go listen to the sound. Now from here, we're gonna go into the sound, and I think I will do the sound in Stunt Park. Of course, there are the newer maps, but I prefer Stunt Park because it's one of the best maps to hear a sound of a vehicle. Because in my opinion, you can go faster than you could go in all the other maps inside of Stunt Park. So you want to hear it at full speed, and you want to hear it in low gear and all of the good stuff, then yeah, this is where the perfect sound testing would be, is right here. I have been asking one of you subscribers, and you know who you are. He said he wanted me to do the XJ video, which is leading me to do this video today, but we have a lot of other stuff to test out, just like this vehicle, so I'm going to turn up the volume. You guys better turn down your guys' headsets because it may get a little ear, you know. So yeah, let's go. Wow, it's really actually quiet, but it has, oh, there it is. Now I do know that my tires do pop out in the back, and it's only because the tune I put on it, the tune that I put on it for this truck is actually a trophy truck tune, so it doesn't have the dually tune on it because I use this as mostly a money runner, sometimes for towing, but right now it has the money running tune on it. I'll show you guys that tune in a bit. But here's the new sound. Now, it may not be the fastest truck, but as you guys see, it froze, and that's the sound. Now, if you guys want to know how to freeze, all you gotta do is go to your Wi-Fi, turn it off and on real quick, and the game will freeze and it will let the sound play through. Oh, there's the new F450 dually right over there. And then since you turned it off, you could turn back off your Wi-Fi, and you basically have a glitch bot. Now I'm just making up words, you guys, for this shitty internet, and I just got kicked out. So as you guys see, it it has a very interesting sound. It sounds mainly like a lawnmower or a weed whacker. Either way, I mean, it's an upgrade from what it was, because it was an electric vehicle, but it sound like a gasser, or if you diesel swapped it to a diesel, it sounded like a diesel, you guys, basically. And I'm gonna turn back down the volume, but it basically sound like a diesel. So yeah, diesel and gasser. So now we're gonna go to the XJ, and we're gonna go test it out stock, and then we'll go to modified. I am actually gonna modify it to be a crawler, a SEMA crawler. Here's the Toyota. I turned this into a trophy truck too. And here's the XJ. Oh no, what? No, that's not the. There she is. There she is. So there she is. Nice and stock for you. Now we're gonna go take her out for a little spin. And yes, you guys cannot use your guys' gooseneck for this. Now, I did test out this truck a little bit earlier, or this Jeep a little bit earlier. And in my opinion, it's probably only the best as if you leave it stock and you're looking for a realistic crawler. The XJ will do it all for you. Stock, it looks very realistic. It crawls very realistic. It acts very realistic. Now, that's the winning goal, but I never did test its purposes, like how good it could actually crawl. But as a stock car, I think this would be the best realistic stock car in the game for like crawling. This would probably be it, because as you guys notice in all the other cars in the game, they don't have as much detail as this car. Like, this car has every single detail, and that's what I think you should really appreciate. Like the mirrors, like the door handles, the little knob thing in the back. To be honest, I think they screwed up on that. That little piece right there, that little circle thing, like right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, like right there. I think they screwed up on that. And obviously the headlights, they look a little bit more realistic. The bumpers, once again, the door handles, even the roof, like, you gotta always pay attention to the very close details. The front headlights, wait, does it have 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, that may be a downside on top of this. It doesn't have 7. It has 8, and Jeep's known for having 7 slots in their grill. So maybe that's maybe a little downside, but obviously you can't exactly copy the vehicle because it's illegal to copy vehicles. And then you got the little vents over here. That's why you gotta, like, the inside isn't the prettiest I could see, but the outside, you guys just gotta pay attention to the detail, you guys. Like, the creators, they don't just make it so that after a while you can get bored of it. They make it so that you guys can really enjoy the feeling of the game. Now, as you guys see, you guys can get like some real crawling action in this car. Like, in this car you could get some realisticness of crawling, and that's actually what I was looking forward to. Maybe we could get it up here if we had like no bumper. I don't really want to damage it much, so we're just gonna quit with that. But obviously, if you guys really do want a real crawler, I mean, stock, the tires don't scrape the fenders. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but stock on all the other cars, the tires always scrape the fenders, but obviously with the XJ here, it ain't scraping. It ain't scraping. Let's go test out the lights. So obviously we still got the blinkers and then stock lights. So yeah, and that makes it even more obvious that I did not change anything. Now every time I go crawling, I actually lock all my diffs and turn it into 4-wheel drive, which I think everybody should be doing, not just turning it into 4-wheel drive with no lock diffs. The lock diffs help a lot. They may not look like they do, but they really do, you guys. And yeah, they help you get up over a lot of things. I think that's another good detail in the game. But obviously, we're going here for the XJ. Now, I would rate it maybe out of a score to 5 to 0. What would you guys rate this truck stock in your opinion? And write it down in the comments, you guys, okay? But in my opinion, I would rate this car a good 3. I mean, it may not have all the greatest details stock, but like there are some good stuffs in it, but just like the slightest small reasons, I don't really want to rate it a very high vehicle at stock, and that's most likely why nobody leaves their cars stock in this game. But for testing reasons, we had to leave it stock, obviously. I do have some tunes in mind for this exact Jeep here, this exact vehicle. As you guys see, the flex is real. The flex is real, you guys. No going through fenders, nothing. The flex is real. But as you guys see, it's a very good realistic crawler. Let's see if it can actually go up here. Okay, I may not be able to go up there, but that's not really something you would really expect the vehicle to do stock. But it's actually pretty well. Let's try and go up here. And then right after this, we can go modify this vehicle and do all kind of crazy stuff to it. I did put down in the comments what would you guys want me to make this vehicle, but as you guys see, nobody really cares. Well, no one really answered it, and this guy kept begging me to do this XJ video, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Don't worry. I asked him some questions of what he would like me to do in the video, just because, you know, it was just something for making the video a little bit more entertaining for some of you. There's like a realistic shot. I don't know why my tires are floating on the other side, but it is. Wow, are we gonna be able to float now? Are we gonna like be able to like float now? Like, is that a new thing in Offroad Outlaws? Apparently you can float. But as you guys see, no going through fenders, the tires, which is very good. Now let's go get back to the garage and modify this baby. I will get back to you when I get the money. And I ain't gonna end the video, you guys. I'm just gonna tell you I'm gonna get back to you when I get the money. So you guys will see me in like 1 second anyways. So hold on. Okay. So okay, let's get back to it. So here it is. We're gonna go build the XJ. Hold on. Okay, yep, gotta make sure I'm not holding the mic. Okay, so I'm gonna turn into a crawler SEMA build, everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Let's go to suspension. Let's do solid axle type, and well, not type, solid axle pro in the front and solid axle pro in the rear. I still like that they put the rear links back in the game. That's something that interests me a lot and turned me back onto the game. Now we are gonna make a little bit bigger of a tire ratio. Leave that alone. Radius. Did I turn up the radius all the way? Why does the back tire look bigger than the front? Oh well. It's probably just because of back tire. Now let's go to tuning. And let's just upgrade that all the way and upgrade that all the way. Now, I know the rear, you guys don't have to copy this tune, but it's up to you if you guys feel like it'll work great for you. Because of realistic purposes, I don't really want to mess with the axle width. Dampening, we'll put at we'll leave the rear dampening stock as regular. Shocks, I do like the King shocks. Now stiffness wise, let's bump it up to a 2,500 and bring the travel up to there. And now let's go to the front. Now your front stiffness can be lower. Travel, we'll bump it up a lot, you guys. Of course we do not want any rubbing on our tires, so we're gonna bump that up a lot. No rubbing, you guys. That was the #1 rule in this. We'll bump this up to 4. And then shocks, King shocks. And now let's go out. That looks okay. Okay, now let's go on to looks. Now let's go to yeah, it looks okay, I guess. Now let's go to customize. And now tires. Could go with those. No, we're going more for a rock crawler build, so I'll put those tires on. Rims. I do want the bigger look of the beads. The bigger look of the beads to me just is something I like a lot. Whoa. Nah. Now I just gotta find a rim. Nah. Let's go with that rim. Now, what color would we like to paint it? I say we make it all black, just because I love the color black. Yep, all black. That looks good. Now, what color should we make the car? White. Ooh, white doesn't look bad. Not really. This color too actually looks pretty well. Green, not bad green. Yellow pops out a bit. Okay, and this military green, a little bit. That's not really my vibe. That's okay. Red looks not bad. Purple, that's not bad either. Then we got blue. Now, to be honest to you, I was vibing the white, but the blue kind of stole it, so it's like, but then I'm vibing the black. White, or we could try match the color of that, of the bars with like this. I think the bars are like a dark color like this. Yeah, just like that. Let's actually make the paint. Oh, I will just leave the paint. Now let's go to bumpers. Now I was saying how the taking off the bumper would help, but in this case, maybe we could. In this case, I kind of like this bumper. Yeah, let's leave that bumper. Rear bumper, actually, yeah, let's leave it metal. Full cage doesn't look right. I wish they did make the top part a little bit longer, like more forward, but it's kind of like that, so it looks a little funky. So I'll just do no cage. Now we could rip off the fenders, make that. Just because the stock fenders are a little bit out of what we're doing, let's do that. And yeah, that's not bad. Running board. Wow, in this build I'm actually feeling a running board. I never usually feel a running board. For crawling reasons, I don't want this one. But in my opinion, we're probably gonna need it. I'll just use this board. It's not bad. It's not the worst, I mean. Only because we have our whole car pretty much as a bar. I feel like these lights would actually work, but then I would feel like those would. I mean, let's just do that. Snorkel, why not? Horns, spare wheel. Jeeps always have spare wheels, so of course I'm putting a spare wheel on that. Hell no, exhaust pipes look stupid, you guys. I mean, every time I look at like the exhaust pipes on vehicles like this, I think of you as stupid. Like, I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I think of you as stupid if you guys do that. Don't embarrass you guys yourself like that. I'll just do that. Either way, the lights don't really match, but I'll just do that. Repair pack. The only reason why I choose those lights was because you're not gonna really use lights, and it's mostly for looks. So the looks of that top thing, the top roof light, that's the whole reason. Now let's actually see if the cage would actually fit. Hold on, you guys. Yeah, the cage still makes it look funny. I mean, not the funniest, but it makes it look funny but good at the same time. I feel like buying it, but not really. I mean, I wish it was a bit longer. You know, I'll take it. Screw it. I really didn't feel like I was gonna take it, but I took it, and I'll take it. So yeah, let's go out and oh no, I'm gonna make the paint glossy, you guys. Some of you guys may not like glossy, but in my opinion, glossy is a nice thing to me. Like, it's a nice color thing. It just does something to the paint that attracts you. Like, it shines the paint to attract you to it. So I'll do that. Damn, this is a pretty long video. And this video is all about the new XJ, which is pretty nuts to me. So there it is, and Now let's go to motor customization. So up to upgrades. And now crawling, you would want a blower naturally. And from here I'll just like maybe sorry guys, I had to pause the video just to think. So I was thinking about doing a realistic, but I guess not. Let's just like overpower this crap. Just overpower it. So durability all the way. We are gonna need an e-brake, you guys. So let's go out and hold on. Okay, now let's take it to Rock Park and see how it performs. It's actually not a bad build. By the way, one of these guys commented, why did I sell my build? Well, I didn't really like that vehicle, and because whatever build I don't build on, basically my all the builds that I don't build on top of YouTube that you guys see, I sell them because you guys didn't see the overview of it and all of that. So there's really no sense in me even like having it. It's really nothing to us. So yeah, let's go single player Rock Park. Now the reason why I chose single players because every time I try to play multiplayer, and I hope you hear me, Offroad Outlaws, you're always kicking me out, buds. I mean, buddy, I get kicked out every time I play on multiplayer, and like it pisses me off a lot. So let's actually try to mud climb. Wouldn't really expect it to do like great on the test that I'm gonna do now, because I'm gonna do a pretty big test for it. I know it's gonna do good here, but I just straight wanted to hit the mud. You know how us people are, we just hit the mud, bud. Look at that, it went right up that. So now we can go some crawling. It's raining, so not gonna have much grip. Now this is the reason why I wanted to take off this front bumper. Obviously it hangs you onto everything, but I wanted to keep this build realistic, so I didn't really want to like, you know, like obviously show how bad. Now the reason why I put the dampening so slow in the front is because when you're speeding, now I was thinking of this as being a speed crawler. You see how the shocks just drop and then it saves you? Now that's why I put it like that. And because every time you usually crawl with high dampening in the front, it usually just makes an all-around good crawling vehicle, because the way it just works, I mean, it may move slow, but the way it drops, look how fast it drops. It just drops, and then when you hit the bump, it slowly drops you down. Now that's what I like about it. Now this tune is doing pretty well. Try to do a little UE. Now I do see that it is cutting through the fenders, but we're only trying to do like a realistic stopping, like, you know, when you stop and then your truck's like, oh, that's realistic. That's like one of the most awesome trucks right there. That's what I went for. I didn't really go for like a realistic crawling stock vehicle, but basically here it is. Now it's not the worst, but I seen bad. This is not the worst crawler at all. I mean, it's very, very good all around. I mean, maybe you could make it a bit better, but the tune that I put on is very, very well, you guys. I mean, it might even, like, I feel very confident that this would be a very, very good tune on all of you XJ owners. Definitely actually put this tune on top of your car, and yeah, because look how well it's performing, you guys. I mean, a good performing truck is a good truck. Now, if it ain't good performing, Just do what Whistling Diesel does to his trucks. Just rip it and grip it and rip it and grip it. Come on, buddy. Rip it and grip it. There we go. But just like break it. I mean, it's bull crap. You don't want some piece of crap. Rip it or grip it. That's what I say every time I don't get traction on top of a vehicle. Just say rip it and... Oh, crap. Can't even really see over there. Gonna have to move my camera. These tires are actually doing pretty well, too. I mean, tires are a big thing ever since the update of the tires, new tires coming out, because they got adjusted. Like some tires are better at this, some tires are better at that. That's what I like about it. Now, definitely the only thing I hate about this tune is look at how the front bumper stops it from doing what it wants to do. That's definitely one of, well, something very irritating about the front bumper. Maybe if Offroad Outlaws could make like the bumper unhitting, like a non-function, like, you know, like nothing, like only the car would hit it but not the bumper. That would actually be pretty cool, but I respect how they made it realistic. Now let's actually try and gear this up. See how good it does. Oh, buddy. Good it does going faster on the track. Let's go. Now, it ain't the fastest vehicle. Seeing faster. Let's see how good it does on a little jumpy. It actually does pretty good on jumps, too. Turning is not bad, especially at high acceleration, which is why this is actually a pretty good tune, you guys. This is a very good realistic tune. Look, it actually can turn without flipping. Wow. Alright, it could actually like turn without like going off the track. This may actually be a good track car too, so for you track lovers, this would actually be a good tune for your XJ if you wanted to make like your XJ a racer. This would be a good tune for you. Now let's actually try and go up here. Now if you guys do want your guys' car to perform this well, just copy the tune that I just did right with you guys. I mean, copy that tune and you guys will have a good performing XJ just like me. Realistic, thrillistic. Look at that. It just wants to grab onto everything and rip it up. Now I do recommend you guys maybe could like put the perfect tune on it. That would give it a little bit more oomph, like more power to get up things. But other than that, it's a well-working tune. Thank you, buddy, for recommending me to make a video on top of this car. And here you go. I never disappoint you guys. I always will come back at you. Now, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button bell, and hit the like button as hard as possible. Okay, like I want a lot of likes. But yeah, this is for you XJ lovers right here, this build. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I hope you guys had a great Mother's Day, and yeah, peace.